Let us not take this planet for granted. I do not take tonight for granted. Thank you so very much.
The 2016 Oscars kicked off tonight, and the star-studded evening brought us to tears of joy, laughter, and just plain cringing. So let's break down all the best moments that got the people talking right here on Clevver's 2016 award show coverage. Today's episode of Newsfeed is brought to you by T-Mobile. With double the LTE coverage, you can know it all from almost anywhere. I gotta say, tonight's Oscars definitely boasted a ton of comical, cringe-worthy, kind of awkward, and also super amazing moments. So what do you guys say we relive all of them? Well, tonight's Oscars came and went faster than that dreaded acceptance speech cutoff music, but boy, oh boy, were there a few incredibly memorable moments, and they began right from the get-go. Oscar host Chris Rock delivered his opening monologue, which was one of those 10-minute moments where you're not really sure to cheer him on, give a pity laugh, or attempt just zero emotion at all, when the theme of his speech was clearly structured after the hashtag #OscarsSoWhite controversy. So I'm just gonna leave this here for you guys to relish in.
Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
After Chris then compared Hollywood's racism level to being quote-unquote sorority racist, as in his quote, "We like you, Rhonda, but you're not a Kappa," there was clearly no time to waste in beating around the bush regarding the controversy, seeing that it's turned into the joke of the night. And my friends, that brings us to the next best moment on our list. I give you this Oscar cameo video.
Guys, I'm here.
Oh, is he still up there?
Oh, yeah.
Should we get him?
Yeah, you should get me.
Don't worry, Black Astronaut. We will.
It'll cost $2,500.
But guys, enough of the jokes for a while, because now I want to turn things over to the lady in white, Lady Gaga. Oh my gosh, she delivered a heartfelt and of course flawless performance after Vice President Joe Biden introduced her as a friend, and most importantly, as a courageous woman herself. Take a look.
Till you're standing in my shoes, I don't want to hear nothing from you, 'cause you don't know.
Joe Biden also took time before introducing Gaga to educate viewers in the audience and at home on a new pledge to take in efforts to keep men and women safe from sexual assault. It's called It's On Us, supported by Gaga and assault victims who joined her on stage during her very powerful performance. And you guys, on a much lighter note, I really have to take a second to talk about the cutest, best moment of the night. It goes out to little Jacob Tremblay, aka future Lady Killer, who presented the award for Best Live Action Short Film alongside Beast of No Nation actor Abraham Attah on platform boxes, aka Apple boxes, which went perfectly hand in hand with them actually being the shortest presenters.
All right.
Thanks, Chris. Look in Madagascar.
I'm a good person.
He's the zebra. He's
Jacob also stole the spotlight, and he had a minor fanboy moment from his seat in the audience. I just cannot with all of the adorableness. All right, moving right along to one moment that had audience members' mouths watering uncontrollably. Chris Rock urged the audience to buy Girl Scout cookies from his daughters, and everyone seemed to have the munchies because he later revealed that, get this, over $65,000 worth of cookies were sold. So while we're on the subject of having the munchies, the Oscars would not be a party until the drunk lady sings, or in this case, until Tina Fey drunkenly tries to present an award for production design.
Tina has been drinking, but that should not take away from the beautiful work of this year's nominees for Best Production Design.
The nominees are
Okay, so she was only pretending to be drunk, but it was really entertaining to say the least. Another unforgettable performance from the night that we have to talk about was Foo Fighters legend Dave Grohl singing Blackbird live on stage in remembrance of all the lives we lost this year. You might want to grab some tissues for this one.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings, learn to fly.
But you guys, keep those tissues coming out, because as we come down to the final memorable moments of tonight's Oscars, we have to give a massive standing ovation, round of applause, celebratory dance to the real comeback kid himself. You know who I'm talking about. It's Leonardo DiCaprio, who after 6 Oscar nominations in the past finally won his first ever Oscar in the Best Actor category for his work in The Revenant.
Thank you all so very much. Thank you to the Academy. Thank you to all of you in this room. I have to congratulate the other incredible nominees this year for their unbelievable performances.
All I have to say is it was about freaking time. I also want to give his acceptance speech major props and maybe even an Oscar nom itself, as he expressed how he will never take for granted this night. And concluding our list of best moments, one that might have slipped your sight, it was an epic appearance by Leo's co-star, the Revenant Bear, aka the biggest Oscar snub in my own personal opinion, who made yet another on-camera debut as the film was being recognized for Best Picture.
I ain't afraid to die anymore. I've done it already.
And my friends, that concludes our list for the 2016 Oscars Best Moments. But there's still so much buzz. There's a ton of ground to cover, a ton of stuff I didn't even get to talk about. So let's talk about all the moments that stood out to you guys. You know what I want you to do? Hit the comment section. When you're done, don't forget to click right over here to check out a rundown of the best and worst dressed during tonight's Oscars on an all-new episode of Dirty Laundry. Thanks so much for hanging out with me right here on Clevver's 2016 award show coverage. I'm your host, Jocelyn Davis. I'll see you next time. Right now, click to the left to check out a full recap of Sam Smith's award-winning Oscar performance. Then click to the right to see Lady Gaga demand our full attention during her Oscar performance. Thanks again to T-Mobile for sponsoring this episode. Click to the right to stay in the know almost anywhere you go with double the LTE coverage.